Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
What's going on, guys? Welcome, Cappers Nation Live, your Thursday edition, coming to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. I am your host, Kyle Johnson. Welcome, everybody. How's the audio? Everybody able to hear me so far this afternoon, evening, whatever time of the day it is, wherever you're at? Hopefully, everybody's able to hear me just fine. Audio is good. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Steven, Alex. Good. I appreciate it, guys. Game Day Thursday edition. What's going on, Brian? Welcome. Welcome, everybody, to the show. My good buddy Derek Johnson tuning in. How's everybody's Thursday going? Hopefully you guys all had a safe and happy Halloween with the family. G&G, thank you. Appreciate you tuning in. Steven, absolutely. Let's all make some great money tonight. Gonna have a nice, great show for everybody. Today, we got some money to be made. We got some free plays to give away. Alex, I do appreciate it. Absolutely instant access to the plays as soon as you guys sign up for either our NHL package, premium plays, or our consensus plays. You always get instant access on our website. I hear you, Alex. I'm actually kind of jealous. I wish I was always catching those Z's in the morning on the weekend, because I'll be honest, it's bright and early in the morning. A little too early if you ask me. Thank you, Mike. I do appreciate that. All right, guys, let's just jump right into the program. No need to wait. Let's just keep rolling right along. Hopefully everybody's having a great Thursday so far. We got money to be made. Thursday night football. We got 2 college games already going off. NFL game starting here in just over an hour. Temple and UCF starting in 20 minutes. Alex, you can if you missed the show, you can always tune in and watch the archive version. A lot of the games that we talk about are not the early games. A lot of them. Sorry, reading the comments, Alex. A lot of the games that we discuss and go over and give out free plays to are spread out throughout the day or the evening, and you always have a chance to watch the archive versions right on our website or right here on YouTube. Absolutely, Russ. I love doing the show. No doubt about it. No doubt about that. I love doing the show. Thank you, Brian. Yes, guys, Brian jumped on our NHL package. I see we got the spammers out in full force today already. Looks like they're going to be keeping me busy. Blocking them, slowing us down. Guys, remember, if somebody posts a link in the live chat, more than likely it's spam, it's a virus. Go watch this here or there. Make sure you guys don't click on it. I will do my best to get them blocked. Uninterrupted. Derek, you got a winner for us, buddy. Derek gave everybody a huge, easy basketball winner last week. Brad, will the Nuggets beat the Cavs? You know, we're not on that game. We're actually not even playing it, and I'm not going to be honest. I'm not going to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. We didn't dive too much into it today. We already had our plays, and we looked at it. We glanced over it, and we didn't spend too much effort on it. G&G, absolutely. Family's good. I'm the only one still recovering from a cold. Little one always had fun. She actually turns 3 this weekend, so we've got her birthday party this weekend coming up. But I think I carried her to every single house. She walked up to a couple. She got scared at one, and after that, it was done. It was bury her head into my neck and shoulder when somebody was wearing a mask. It's all good, though. Bronx Bomber, don't worry about that. We'll get to that here in just a minute. Got plenty of time to talk about the NFL game. Plenty of time to talk about that game. Get this live feed posted right on the front of our website. For everybody that's headed to our website, they don't see that we're live. We want everybody to know that we're live. All right, get that up there. Who's ready to make some money today? I know I am. I absolutely know I am. I know you guys are too. Before we jump into the game breakdown, let's hear what you guys all have. What do you guys like? Who are you guys taking? While I delete this other spammer, let's hear who you guys like. Who do you guys have? Getting a phone call from Atlantic City. Let's hear what this one is. Hello. Hello. Anybody there? Hello, hello. Nobody wanted to talk. All right, let's ban this spammer real quick. Now that we see what you guys are liking, get all the interaction going. Guys, if you're just tuning in to Cappers Nation Live, we go live every Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, breaking down the games, putting you guys on free plays, leans, and making you guys more successful sports bettors each and every single week. Absolutely free. If you haven't already done so, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Give us a like. Give everybody a like for all the participation and the effort. We do certainly appreciate it. Also, if you haven't already done so, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Excuse me. Super easy to do. Bottom right-hand corner of this video, you're going to see our Cappers Direct logo. All you got to do is click on that logo, hover your mouse over it, it pops up a small little box. Click that subscribe button, and you'll be good to go. You'll be on your way to getting notified each and every single time we put out a free play video. If we put out a video, there's a free play in it. Also, if you're on your phone or your tablet, all you got to do is just turn it sideways. You'll see the little, scroll up a little bit, you'll see that subscribe button. Click it, and you'll be good to go. What's going on, Verlin? Welcome to the show. G&G likes a teaser with the Nuggets +5, the 76ers +5, and the Celtics +8. Juicy, juicy. with no content. Just take your ticket to the window, as Derek says, and get paid on the Celtics. All right, guys, let's dive straight into the NFL Thursday night football tonight. But first, some score updates. 8 minutes left in the first. Ohio and Western Michigan is tied 0-0. Northern Illinois and Akron, 9.5 left, tied 0-0. Low-scoring affair. That Northern Illinois total set at 37. That was a shocking low total. Sorry, putting one of the games. Oh, Ohio just scored? Okay, good deal. Get the scoring started. Get the scoring started. Absolutely, they did, Ty. I'm looking at that right now. Mike, got them. Got them. Good luck on your plays today, buddy. Yeah, Brian, it was extremely low. All right, let me pop something up here on the window so that way we can get started. All right, guys, let me pop this up on the screen here. Getting all the information. How about that line movement in the NFL game tonight? 49ers -4. Opening line all the way up to getting 1.5 points now with a third-string quarterback. Which, to be honest, that line is where it should have been in the first place. All right, guys, let's get ready to go. Good afternoon, Russ. And everybody else just joining us, thank you for joining us on this wonderful Thursday evening. Welcome all the new clients that just signed up on our website today and this last week. All right, guys. First game tonight, NFL. Sorry, getting distracted. Comments, my computer screen, the TV, the ADD kicking in. Oakland Raiders, San Francisco 49ers. Battle of the shit teams. Battle of who's going to get the #1 draft pick. Besides, possibly, the Giants. Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California, guys. 8:20 Eastern Time, 5:20 Pacific. Game starts in just under an hour. Game 307 and 308 for betting purposes. John, I try and liven up the mood just a little bit. Raiders sitting 1-6 straight up, 1-5-1 against the spread. 49ers 1-7 straight up and 2-6 against the spread. Yeah, John, we got the battle of the shit teams on primetime Thursday night football. Boy, looking for good ratings today. Between both teams, they've got a combined record of 2-13. What a headliner for Thursday Night Football's primetime affair. Some top team trends. Oakland is 24-11-1 against the spread on the road in November, dating back 18 years. You guys like that one? 24-11-1 in November on the road. Now, the 49ers opened as a favorite. Opened as a 4-point favorite against the Raiders. Sorry, I got a text message, guys. G&G wouldn't play any of those teams straight up. Oh, my personal opinion, Oakland's not that trashy of a team. Uh-oh. Bad fumble by Western Michigan. Uh-oh. Well, we got to push that total over somehow, so we'll take a couple quick scores and let Western Michigan get settled. San Francisco opened up as a 4-point favorite. That line was quickly down to 3. Down to 2.5. Then Nick Mullins is ruled the new starter. Put in. Third-string quarterback who's never taken a snap in his career. That line now has the Raiders favored on the road. Crosstown rival, laying 1.5. Big line movements. San Francisco is 0-10 in their last 10 games at home as a favorite. They opened up as a favorite, so we'll just leave that stat right there. San Francisco is 9-1 on the over their last 3 years against inept passing defenses, yielding more than 7.25 yards per attempt. However, we're just going to see how good Nick Mullins is today, guys. He's going to get his time to shine. Now, Mike, they're not necessarily going to get the first pick. They'll, I was looking at the numbers today. There'll be like a 41% chance to have the number 1 pick throughout the rest of the season, assuming they tank the rest of the season. Last time these two teams met, it's been a while. So throw out all the stats in the head-to-head trends. All right, guys? These two teams haven't met in 4 years, crosstown rivals. When Oakland beat the 49ers 24-13 back in, I think it was 2014. And like I said, guys, between both teams, we've got a combined 2 wins. The battle of who's going to get the number 1 draft pick, who's going to be in the lead for the number 1 draft pick goes on tonight. Last week, we saw the Raiders, guys. They hung tough against the Colts until the Colts unloaded 21 straight points in the fourth quarter last Sunday. Let's get the scoring going in the Ohio-Western Michigan game. I don't mind the scoring in that game. Both teams, guys, playing on a short week with the 49ers coming off a loss to the Cardinals, losing 18-15, leading the way, all the way, until the very end, guys, before losing the game by 3 points on a Larry Fitzgerald 2-point conversions. G&G, absolutely, man. There's going to be a ton of scoring in that game. Just give Western Michigan some time. They'll start cracking. Playing in Kalamazoo. What is it? Mid-40s? Low 40s tonight up there. Adam, we never got a call from you. All you got to do is send in an email or give me a call. I'll be more than happy to take care of you. Take care of all our clients. Send me a text message. If you don't have a text, if you don't have my cell phone, send us an email. Be more than happy to take care of you, bud. Take care of all our clients. We don't leave anybody hanging here. I've been in the office all day having, well, had phone calls, but haven't missed a call from you. But go ahead and log in your account now, Adam. You'll see that we just took care of you. Always take care of our players, buddy. Always. Happy to do it. Cali Niner, that's what we're going over, bud. That's what we're going over. Both defense guys, between both teams, they're not playing elite defense in the NFL. Raiders giving up an average of 408 yards to teams and giving up 31.1 points per game. 49ers have been giving up 364 yards to opposing teams and just under 30 points per game as well. Guys, we saw Derek Carr. He had a pretty solid game, throwing for 244 yards. He went 21 of 20. Sorry, guys. Responding to an email. Raiders averaging 19.7 points per game on offense. 49ers averaging not much better at 21.6 over the course of the season with two different quarterbacks. Tonight we see number 3. Raiders have been giving up 31.1 points per game. 49ers not much better, giving up 29.5 points per game. Raiders offense has been putting up 276 yards in the air with Derek Carr, 94 on the ground. 49ers offense has been averaging just 215 in the air. However, they've been able to run the ball an average of 134 yards per game. Raiders defense has been giving up 263 yards in the air, and luckily for the 49ers, the Raiders defense has been giving up 145 yards on the ground per game. 49ers should be able to run the ball nicely, which would definitely help out third-string quarterback Nick Mullins. No sound. What do you mean? Russ, you can't hear me? Is it? Audio's in and out. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me see something here. Give me 1 second, fellas. Working fine? Sounds okay? Okay. Maybe. Back to the breakdown. 49ers defense has been giving 51 yards in the air to opponents and 103 on the ground. As a premium, I'm going to give you guys this. We gave out one of our big premium plays. Hold on. All right, let me lower the audio just a little bit. All right, how about this? Is this any better? We were hitting our audio clipping levels. This any better? Hopefully. To the people that were having issues, is this any better? All right, hopefully that's better. Yeah, I had the guys, which caused the extra static. Oakland as a premium play as one of our big games. It's all right. Let that scoring get started. We need a lot of points in that game. It's cutting in and out still? Give me 1 second, guys. How about now? Mike, the haters? Nah, nobody's messing with the audio. Might be our stream. Our internet's been, It's still saying peak warning. Let me see here. Let me lower it just a little bit. Let's see here. All right, let's see if that keeps it below the threshold. I'll try not to yell and scream. Is that any better? I had the sound in the background. It plays fine on my end. Hopefully it's playing fine on your guys' end. What happens is if I got the audio levels up too high and it goes over a threshold, it clips it out, which causes a static. See if we get another warning again. If I do, I'll just lower it, and which is weird because the levels are always at where they're at. We don't ever change them. But anyways, guys, back to the 49ers and Raiders game. We gave out Oakland this morning +3. Absolutely loved everything about the Raiders +3 this morning. And I'll be honest, I do see it at -1 at the MGM Grand, William Hill, CG Technologies. That's here locally, offshore. I see it at 1 at Pinnacle, 1 at the Greek, 1 at BetDSI. 1.5 at 5 dimes. It's a pick 'em at sports bet. And I still love everything about the Raiders -1. Absolutely love everything about the Raiders -1, +3. It doesn't matter what it is. I like them against the 49ers tonight in the third string quarterback. Although, you never know with the third stringers. Nobody knows nothing about them, so we'll see. But either way, I mean, he's going to have his jitters and his issues tonight. That's a fact. All right, guys, if we continue to have the audio problems, just post in the comments. Let me know. That way we can adjust the levels one more time. Dominique, no, I've got no free college plays for tonight. We've got a premium play on the UCF game, but I can't give that one away. I just gave you guys the premium play in the NFL for tonight. Plus, that game already started. Or should have already started. It already started. Temple getting ready to score first with a field goal. Unless they go for it. Moving right along, we got some more NFL. G&G, you're never going to bet again if the 49ers win. Never say never. It's the NFL, guys. There's a reason why they're in the NFL. JSN, yeah, money line's fine. -1, -1.5, +3, doesn't really matter. Oakland wins outright. LSU and Bama, who do I like? We'll talk about that when we get to the college football segment. Right now we're going to run through some NFL. Crypto, that's right, buddy. You got +3 because you're on our premium plays. And you got them when we put them out. You took advantage of it fully when we put it out. We knew that there was going to be a quarterback change that was going to be announced. A lot of people knew about it, actually. People in the industry knew about it. Well, people that are connected in the industry and able to get on the ground breaking information before it's made available to the general public like ESPN. A lot of the information flows in the betting world, in the betting community, between the individuals who know what they're doing. Alex, that's a good line at +2 as well. Dominique, it is a premium play. Oakland is a premium play. People want to say I never give away premium plays. Well, there you guys go. Have at it. But we don't give away a lot of our premium plays. Not for free anyways. It's not fair to all our clients that are paying for them. Our clients pay good money for them, so obviously they can't just, we just can't give them all away. But I did get you one of them today. We've got 2. We've got the other one going. See, as Crypto said, damn right. I know our premium play clients, they don't mind if we give away one every now and then. I do like a lot of scoring in that game, Dominique. That I do. All right, let's jump right back into the NFL. We got some more games to discuss in the NFL. Next one we're going to discuss for Sunday. Look at that big run back for UCF. Pittsburgh Steelers, Baltimore Ravens. Oh, sorry, I better not yell. Gonna get an audio peak warning again. Yep, there it is. Audio peak warning. Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Baltimore Ravens, guys. M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland on Sunday. 1 p.m. Eastern Time, game 455, 456 for betting purposes. Ravens opened up as a 3-point favorite. Still sitting at -3 as of right now. Total opened up at 48. It is down to 47.5. Some top team trends. Pittsburgh is 28, 12-1. On the road against decent scoring teams, averaging 24 points per game or more. Baltimore is just 3-12. Their last 15 games at home. When it's the second game of a head-to-head series in a season. Meaning it's the second game they've played the Steelers. Sorry, Mike, but the 49ers lose tonight. Pittsburgh, 23-8 on the under. The last 5 years on the road, when the over and under line is 45 or more. Reading the comments. No, Crypto, this is the second meeting. They played September 30th. In Pittsburgh, Baltimore won 26-14. Baltimore was the road dog. They were getting 3 a month ago. Steelers guys enter week 8, riding a 3-game win streak with wins over the Browns, the Bengals, and the Falcons, bottom-feeding teams of the league, and look to revenge a week 4 loss to the Ravens when they lost 26-14 in Pittsburgh. Ravens are riding a 2-game losing streak, guys, with losses to the Panthers, losing 36-21, and to the Saints, losing 24-23. And guys, they're looking to finish off the Steelers in their second of 2 regular season meetings this Sunday. The Ravens open up, guys, as a 3-point home favorite. It's interesting to note that the favorites are just 1-4 in the last 5 meetings between these two teams. The favorites are just 1-4. Exactly. And the pinky won't be stopping Big Ben. This ain't the first time he's had a broken finger. Another interesting fact. Road teams have won the last 4 straight games between the Steelers and the Ravens. Road teams are 4-0. Sorry, I just watched a block field goal. Temple blocking a field goal. Both quarterbacks, guys, should have their hands full, with Baltimore leading the league in sacks, and the Steelers, guys, as they showed last week, very capable to get to the quarterback. Boy, did they put the hurt on Baker Mayfield last week. And they're going to do the same again this week with Joe Flacco. Steelers are still without Le'Veon Bell, guys, but that's okay. James Conner ranks 3rd in the NFL with 599 rushing yards. Baltimore has had they've had some good success running the ball with Alex Collins, guys, and he's going to have a busy night running against the Steelers defense, which has been limiting teams to 94 yards per game. running the ball. All right. Sometime on Sunday, Joe Flacco's going to have to try and make a play in the air. At one point, he's going to. And I don't think it ends very well. Steelers guys are hungry for their 4th win, and they're looking for revenge this week against the Ravens. Renewed rivalry that got renewed in week 4, and Baltimore went in there and jabbed them with a win. Steelers averaging 29.1 points per game. Baltimore averaging just 24.6. Steelers have been limiting teams to 24 points per game. Baltimore even stingier, limiting teams to just 17.1 points per game. Steelers offense with Big Ben at the helm has been leading the team with 318 yards in the air offense. Rushing the ball with James Conner been averaging 100 yards per game. Incredible considering Le'Veon Bell's out. Not even playing. Hasn't even reported yet. Ravens offense averaging 283 yards in the air, 97 on the ground. Steelers defense has been limiting teams at 265 in the air and 94 on the ground. Ravens defense been giving up 196 in the air, 98 on the ground. Lean on the game as of right now. I like the road dog. Roads are 4-0. Road teams are 4-0 in the last 4 meetings. The dog is also 4-1 in the last 5. Lean on this game as of right now. Remember, guys, it's the NFL. Things change day to day. You want to know the real play on this game? Tune in Sunday, 9 a.m. Eastern. We'll break down this game all over again, and we'll give you a free official play on this game come Sunday. But as of right now, if you made me bet it today, which I wouldn't bet it today, I'd be taking the Steelers +3. And I'd be looking for that line to possibly hit 3.5. Next NFL game on the docket. Atlanta Falcons, Washington Redskins. Game 461, 462 for betting purposes. FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland. Redskins opened up as a 3-point favorite, now favored by just 1.5. Total opened up where it sits currently at 48. There's been no line movement. Falcons 3-4 straight up, 2-5 against the spread. Redskins 5-2 straight up, 5-2 against the spread. Redskins have not been getting any love by the press, by ESPN, by any of the analysts, by any of the experts. We actually took the Redskins last week for a nice, big win that put a bunch of money in our pockets. Can they do the same this week? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. Top team trends, Washington 9-1 against the spread. Their last 10 games at home against decent scoring teams, averaging 24 points per game or more. Atlanta is just 1-6 against the spread the last 2 years against decent rushing defenses, yielding less than 3.9 yards per carry. And Atlanta is also 9-1 on the under their last 10 games against the NFC East. Home teams are 3-3 straight up. 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games between the two teams. How about that scoring in the Northern Illinois Akron game? Total of 37. It's already 14-7 with 14 minutes to go in the second quarter. Western Michigan getting murdered early, down 21-0, and it's going to be even worse here shortly. I got a cousin that he actually graduated at Western. He played football at Western Michigan last year. Last 4 years, actually. Not this year. He already graduated. He's on a practice squad for one of the NFL teams. I can't name which one, though. Obviously. Back to the Falcons and the Redskins. Redskins enter Week 9, guys, looking for their 4th straight win. The 5-2 Redskins have only broken 20 points on offense 3 times out of 7 games. The Redskins, guys, are not a high-scoring offense, only averaging 20.9 points per game, but they've got the job. I can't talk. They've got the job done on defense, limiting teams to 19.1 points per game. After dropping 3 straight games in weeks 3 through 5, guys, the Falcons, guys, entering Week 9 with a 2-game win streak and coming off a bye. Guys, in their last game, they allowed the Giants to come back, and we all know that. We were all on Atlanta. And they allowed the Giants to come back with a do-nothing end of the game 2-point conversion to allow the Giants to cover on the road. The Redskins, guys, bring the number 5 scoring defense into Sunday's game up against the Falcons, who will be led once again by Matt Ryan, who's averaging 318 yards per game in the air and 27.1 points per game. Yeah, G&G, I don't actually have that game on the screen. I'm actually not watching it. Temple is a very poorly coached team. Alex Smith for the Redskins, guys, he's put up 1,561 yards in the air with 8 touchdowns and only 2 interceptions. Adrian Peterson is averaging over 4.5 yards per carry. He's got 4 touchdowns on the year. And no doubt about it, the Redskins are going to rely heavy on Adrian Peterson this week against the Falcons. Falcons averaging 27.1 points per game. Redskins averaging just under 21 at 20.9. Falcons have been giving up 30.3 points per game. Redskins have been giving up just 19.1, like I said earlier. They've got the number 5 scoring defense in the league. Falcons have been averaging, putting up 318 yards in the air, just 83 on the ground. Redskins offense have been averaging 213 in the air and 128 on the ground, led by Adrian Peterson. Falcons defense, guys, have been giving up 307 in the air, 113 on the ground, whereas the Redskins defense has been limiting teams at 242 in the air and just 80 on the ground. Jay Vetto, what you just said, Washington can't cover those Atlanta wideouts. I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you on that one. And I also agree with James, who said Western Michigan total collapse. Yes. Still plenty of time left in that football game, guys. It is college football. As we know, anything and everything can happen in college football in the blink of the moment. All right? Sorry, reading a text message. If I had to give a lean on this game right now, if I had to bet it right now, I'd be taking the Falcons plus the 1.5 to get the job done against the Redskins. That may change with what happens in practice the rest of the week. As players get hurt, injury reports come out. But as of right now, lean on that game, the Falcons plus 1.5. But that is liable to change between now and Sunday. I was just looking at a report that fired Browns coach Hugh Jackson said that they would have been winning by now if they would have done it his way, that he had looked to draft. Each year he wanted to draft Carson Wentz, Deshaun Watson, and Patrick Mahomes. One of the worst records as a head coach. I actually feel bad for the guy. It's got to suck working for shitty ownership. And that's exactly what he did. I feel bad for the guy. Hopefully he gets another chance coaching a quality team. Or at least a quality owner. I'm not watching that game. Let me put that other game back on. Temple's eventually going to have to start throwing the ball a lot in order to keep up with UCF. UCF gets up by 2 touchdowns or 3 touchdowns. It's done. It's done. Temple's going to have to air out the ball every single play to keep up. I look forward to that. Hopefully in practice, that coach for Temple, hopefully they gave quarterback some extra reps passing the ball in practice because he's going to need it. The receivers need it because they can't catch the ball. He'll get another shot. He'll get plenty of shots. All right, guys. Time to move right along in the segment. NHL, we decided as a company before we give out a fade list. It's one thing that we did in baseball. We gave out our to fade list. We like to have at least 15 to 20 games under the belts of the teams before we give out a fade list. Because we want it to be successful. We want you guys to be successful at it, and we want you guys to make a bunch of money with it. So in order for that, we need another week to evaluate. Teams are still sitting at 8 to 12 games. 8 to 11 games apiece. We want to see at least 15. Close to 15. Doesn't really need to be 15, but we'd like to see a dozen or so games before we give out a fade list, because when we give out a fade list, we want it to be successful. Not only for us, but for you guys as well. Next up, NBA. And we've got a free play for you guys in that one. I know some of you guys are going to like it. We've got a free play in the NBA for you guys today. But before we jump into the NBA, We're going to take this quick little 40-second commercial break, and we'll be right back with a free play in the NBA for you guys. And just like that, guys, we are back with an NBA free play for you guys. The NBA, we're going to have a small little quick and easy segment in the NBA today. Eventually, just like in the NHL, we will have a to-fade list in the NBA as well. However, it won't be for at least another couple weeks before we have a fade list in the NBA. But I do have a free play for everybody in the NBA today. Milwaukee sits atop the standings, guys, 7-0. The only... How about that? Does that sound better? There we go. I got to turn the sound up. I forgot. That should be better for everybody. Got a free NBA play for everybody today. Milwaukee sitting 7-0, undefeated, heads to Boston. Take on the Celtics. Let me check the updated line. Was 2.5 earlier. Now down to 2. Boston laying 2 at the MGM. 2 at the Westgate. Do have a free official play for everybody. Nice official free play for everybody. And I know a lot of you are going to like this. But the Celtics -2, Boston -2, guys. Nice free NBA play for everybody asking for NBA today. We don't put out a lot of NBA, but when we do, they're definitely nice winners. Definitely nice winners. We did give out Western Michigan. I ain't worried about it. It's an early game. I don't even know what the score is. I haven't even looked in a while. 21-0. Look at that total in the Northern Illinois-Akron game. 14-10 already. 14-10. Same old Clippers. Sorry, guys, reading some comments that I missed. If you guys are just now tuned in, Cappers Nation, we'll be live again on Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern. I forgot to post these in the comments. Posted those in the comments for y'all. And guys, if you don't follow me on Twitter, You absolutely should. I put out a lot of free plays on Twitter every week. That's not put out in our daily free play videos. Just posted a link to my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at CapNationKyle, where I give out all kinds of free plays. Give me 1 second, guys. Yes, watch the 49ers game and watch the 49ers lose. And yeah, I'll admit it, our free daily free play videos have been a little rocky the last week. Actually, they've been horrible the last week, to be honest. I'd be more than happy to admit that one. Premium plays, for most everybody, had a winning day yesterday. 90% of our clients all had a winning day yesterday. Some had 1 win and a push. Some had 2 wins. Some went 1-1, unfortunately. That got screwed by a local book. They won the day before. We might have lost our daily free play video on Sunday, but I gave out 4 free plays on the live show. Went 4-1 on free plays on Sunday. Yet everybody only considers our daily free play video. I appreciate it, James. I really do. All right, guys, moving right along. NCAA college football next up on the docket that we're going to discuss. Funny, my phones have been quiet pretty much the entire day. And all of a sudden now, evening time, everybody in the world blows up my phones. All of a sudden. It's all good, though. James, we do have guaranteed Saturday, and we guarantee that you win or you receive your money back. That's a guarantee that we stand by. First game that we're going to discuss tomorrow night's college football. Western Kentucky versus Middle Tennessee. Excellent, Bill. I love to hear that. Glad you were one of the guys that got to go 2-0 yesterday. I know Crypto went 2-0. I know Brian won on our NHL hockey package. Brian's going to win again on our NHL hockey package. Western Michigan, a bloodbath. Woo! When you're cold, you're cold. James, I better say Middle Tennessee. You might like it. Floyd Stadium, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, guys. 8 p.m. tomorrow night. Televised live on CBS Sports Network. Game 317, 318. It's one thing that we're going to see, Brian, is just how well coached Western Michigan is going to be the rest of the game. Down 28-0. Yeah, it's a bit 4 touchdowns. That's a lot. It's a hell of a lot, but it's college football. We've seen bigger comebacks than that in college football, no doubt about it. Some great opportunities for in-game wagering, too, right before and right after the half. Before we discuss and break down this Western Kentucky and Middle Tennessee game, one thing I forgot to tell you guys. Our NHL hockey package, it's normally $5.99 for the entire season. We had a couple people ask if we would bring it back because they wanted to sign up for our NHL season pass. Last week we ran a promotion. We gave out a coupon code that got $100 off. We're going to give that to everybody again if you guys want to take advantage of it. You can get our entire NHL season for $4.99. For just $4.99, guys. All you got to do is enter the coupon code NHL100. All lowercase. I'm going to put that in the comments right here. All right, there you go. That's in the comments. I forgot to discuss that one. Yeah, we all know Temple's got to throw the ball. It's going to be a lot of high scoring in that game. Going to be a lot of high scoring in that game. That Akron game, 17-10. With 5.5 minutes left in the second, we gave out the over 37 as a consensus play. All right, guys, back to Western Kentucky, Middle Tennessee. Yes, James, NHL 100, all lowercase. And as Brian said, it's less than $3 a day for our premium NHL hockey plays. We actually won 13 straight to start the season. And then we went into a small little slump where we lost, 3 games. And we battled back, won one yesterday. So we're now back up to 14-3. We've got one that starts in 45 minutes. So our NHL hockey has yet to start. 45 minutes before we've got a nice money line winner for everybody today that signs up for our NHL hockey package. That game starts at 6 Western, 6 Pacific time, 9 on the East Coast. terrible consensus play. Hey, the Western Michigan's a terrible consensus play. I'll admit that one. The thing with this consensus plays, we gave out 4 of them. We actually gave out 4 consensus plays today. Unfortunately, as of right now, you know, the one that's losing is Western Michigan. We did have a basketball one. Let's see what that game is doing. We gave out Oklahoma City +2. They're down by 4 at the half. It's perfect, moving right along. A lot of times we'll go 3-1 or 2-1 on our consensus plays, and the only one that we lose is the damn one that we give away for free, which sucks. Trust me, there's nobody that hates losing the free plays more than me. Brian, they're cheap. They're I think they're $2.99 a month. We run a sale all the time for them for not all the time, but every now and then, like $1.99 a month. But the winning percentage with their, you know, being 4 of them is not as great as with our premium plays. What do we have for the consensus plays? Let me see what's on sale. If they have one. Yeah, they've got one right now. You can get a week for $99, which you're better off getting the premium plays. Or a month on sale for $199. But the winning percentage is not as high as our big premium plays. And I openly tell everybody that. All right, back to that Western Kentucky Middle Tennessee game that we're still yet to talk about. Middle Tennessee opened up as a 14.5-point favorite. Line is now down to 13.5 and looking very attractive, guys. Total opened up at 52.5. Total is now up to 53.5. It's up a point, guys. Western Kentucky 1-7 straight up, 4-4 against the spread. Middle Tennessee 5-3 straight up, 4-4 against the spread as well, guys. Middle Tennessee is 7-0 against the spread at home against mediocre teams, being outscored by opponents by more than 4.5 points per game. Absolutely, Brian. Our WNBA kicked ass. Canadian football kicks ass as well. Canadian football winding down. Last week coming up, we got one game tomorrow between Toronto and Ottawa. Head-to-head trends between Western Kentucky and Middle Tennessee, guys. Over the total of 7-0 the last 7 games. Western Kentucky, guys, enters Week 10 of college football with just 1 win and riding a 4-game losing streak. All right, guys. Coming to Murfreesboro to face Middle Tennessee, a team with a winning record of 5-3. They're 1 win away from being bowl eligible. It's not going to be a small task for them. Add to the fact that they're up against a team who's laying 13.5 points on Friday night in a revenge scenario. All right, guys. No doubt about it, Middle Tennessee's going to be out to put up points, put them up on the board, and absolutely try and blow out Western Kentucky, who beat them last year 41-38. All right? No doubt about it, Western Kentucky was a much better team last year than they are this year. Western Kentucky has scored 28 points or more just 3 times this year. Take note of that one. All right? And over 8 games are averaging just 19.8 points per game. Middle Tennessee is coming off a 51-17 road win over Old Dominion, where they were laying 4.5 points on the road. Quarterback Brent Stockstill, guys, he went 25 of 32, put 280 yards in the air with 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and he also had 1 rushing touchdown last week. Terrell West, guys, he had 13 carries for 120 yards. One of those rushes was for 71 yards and a touchdown. Brent Stockstill, guys, the quarterback for Middle Tennessee. I mean, he got many offensive players involved in the game, 7 to be exact. He threw the ball to a total of 7 different receivers last week. 5 of those 7 players had 4 catches or more, led by wide receiver Gatlin Casey, who had 4 receptions for 90 yards and 1 touchdown. He also had a 70-yard touchdown pass. Guys, unbelievable. Western Kentucky quarterback James Morgan, he had a decent game last week. It wasn't impressive. It was decent in their loss to Florida International. He passed for 19 of 28. He had 171 yards, 3 touchdowns. He threw 0 interceptions against a very strong Florida International defense. Western Kentucky averaging a measly 19.8 points per game. Middle Tennessee averaging just over 4 touchdowns at 28.4. Western Kentucky has been giving up 30 points per game on average. Pretty close to Middle Tennessee, who's been averaging giving up 27.9. Western Kentucky offense averaging 240 yards in the air, 125 on the ground. Middle Tennessee has been averaging 227 in the air, 129 on the ground. Sorry, reading the comments. Western Kentucky defense has been giving up 229 in the air, 175 on the ground. All right. Also, Middle Tennessee been giving up 241 in the air, 178 on the ground. Reading the comments here, Mike. What about college football? Yes, college football starts next Tuesday, guys. Big games next Tuesday. Can't wait for next Tuesday. College football is back. North Carolina at Wolford. Towson at Virginia. Gardner-Webber at VCU. Michigan State, Kansas. Game of the year on day number 1. Got a huge, huge day next Tuesday, guys. Absolutely huge day next Tuesday. College basketball starting 9 a.m. in the morning with Rochester and Eastern Michigan. We'll start talking about college football next week. Going to be a great day next Tuesday, let me tell you. As of right now, free lean on the game for tomorrow. Love the over 53.5. Over 53.5 Western Kentucky, Middle Tennessee. Next game on the docket that we're going to discuss, Saturday, 7 p.m. evening time game. Houston versus SMU. Gerald J. Ford Stadium, Dallas, Texas, guys. Game 321, 322 for betting purposes. Houston opened up as a 13-point favorite, road favorite. Line is now up to 14. Total is 72. Total's down to 71. Houston sitting 7-1 straight up, 5-3 against the spread. SMU just 3-5 on the year, 4-4 against the spread. Sorry, reading a text message. Top team trends between Houston and SMU. Houston is 18-7 against the spread the last 10 years against poor rushing teams. Time to put on some NFL action. Absolutely, Western Michigan, what a blowout. anything could happen, but it looks like we gave out the wrong side of that game. It's all right. We're going to make it up with 2 free plays for you guys tonight. The people that don't tune in to Cappers Nation Live are absolutely missing out, giving that nice big premium play on the Oakland Raiders, as well as the Boston Celtics -2. Raiders driving the ball now. SMU is 0-7 against the spread their last 7 games when the over and under is set at 60 or more. SMU is 8-2 on the under at home against strong teams, outscoring opponents by more than 10 points per game. Now, head-to-head trends under the totals 4-1 in the last 5 meetings between these two teams. They've played every year, dating many, many years back. Last 2 years went under. Houston won last year 35-22, total of 60. Year before that, total was 60 as well. SMU beat Houston 38-16. I agree, Alex. I love both of those games. Matter of fact, I'm going to post the free play on Twitter. I do that all the time. A lot of times I post different ones that get in the videos. I post a lot of my own personal private plays that don't get sent out, that are not part of the company. Sorry, reading a message. All right, guys, let's get back to the Houston and SMU game. 7-1 Houston comes in to the road game against SMU after beating South Florida last week 57-36. At home, guys. Hell of an ass beating. Guys, the Houston games have gone over the total 5 of 8 games. 5 of 8 games have gone over the total for Houston, and the last 2 straight. SMU, on the other hand, the exact opposite. 5 of 8 have gone under the total, with the last 3 straight games have also gone under as well. Houston's top-ranked offense, guys, averaging 570-plus yards a game, and averaging nearly 50 points scored per game at 49.8, while their defense has been giving up an average of just 30 points per game as well. SMU is coming off a game where they lost to Cincinnati 26-20, in a game where, you know, guys, there was a late penalty in the game. I believe it was a horse collar tackle that was not called. That should have been. That would have directly changed the outcome of that game for SMU. You know, and it is what it is for them. But, you know, they're coming off a game. It'll be interesting to see how they handle that and how they respond to that. Houston averaging averaging an amazing 49.8 points per game. SMU averaging just 27. Houston has been giving up 30 on defense, where SMU has been giving up just under 36 at 35.9 points per game. The Houston offense averaging 333 yards, 333 in the air, and 238 on the ground and pound game on the ground, running the ball. SMU offense has been averaging 250 in the air, just 99 on the ground. The Houston defense has been giving up a pretty decent amount of yardage, 325 in the air, as well as 155 on the ground. No doubt about giving up tons of yards. SMU defense has been giving up 237 in the air, 184 on the ground. guess I posted our Boston free play on Twitter a little too late. Oops. I gave it out here, but forgot to post it on Twitter. Oh well, it's all good. You guys got it. That's all that matters. Boston up good, 16-7 to start. Holy shit. Western Michigan down 38-0. Northern Illinois 24-10 in the first half. 35 seconds left, a total of 37. Temple pulling out all the stops with a fake field goal, huh? UCF stunned on the sidelines. Coach going bananas. Still early. Super, super early. UCF will get it together. Now, I do have a lean on the Houston SMU game. Houston minus 14. Sports Better 609, that's a great bet right there. Over 60 is a great bet on that game. Next game that we're going to break down. Yes, Dominique, take Houston minus the 14. As of right now, that's a lean. We'll make it an official thing on Saturday morning. We'll break down the game again, make sure nothing's changed between the last practice day, injury reports, things of that nature. But if I had to bet the game early and bet the game right now, I'd take Houston absolutely. All right, guys, last game we're going to break down in college football for tonight. Georgia and Kentucky. No, it's not the Alabama-LSU game. It would be probably the #1 marquee game of the weekend if it wasn't for Alabama facing off against LSU. Kroger Field, guys, Lexington, Kentucky. Game 329 and 330. Georgia opened up as a 10-point favorite. They're now down to 9. Total sitting where it opened up at 44 points. Both teams sitting 7-1 straight up, 4-4 against the spread. Georgia is 8-2 against the spread the last 10 games on the road in November. Kentucky is just 3-12 their last 15 games at home against fortunate teams with a turnover differential of better than plus 0.35 turnovers a game. Kentucky is 8-2 on the over their last 10 games at home as an AP top 10 ranked team. Head-to-head trends, Georgia is 5-0 straight up and 5-0 against the spread their last 5 meetings with Kentucky. They beat them last year in Georgia 42-13. That game went over the total of 50.5, barely, by 4.5 points. The favorite has won. The favorite has covered the spread the last 5 meetings, which happens to be Georgia. Georgia 5-0 straight up, 5-0 against the spread. Hockey is not impossible to cap. It is if you're not, familiar with it. 1 second, guys. All right, guys. Georgia, 7-1, laying 9 points on the road against a 7-1 Kentucky. Battle number 2 of the week in the SEC, guys. Obviously, Alabama and LSU is this week's marquee matchup. But, guys, huge implications in this game. The winner of the game on Saturday between Georgia and Kentucky, guys, more than likely is going to go on to clinch the SEC East and get the right to play the winner of the Alabama-LSU game in the SEC Championship. No doubt about it. All right. Last week, Georgia beat Florida and pulled away late, winning 36-17 and covering the 7-point spread. Huge play by UCF. Down 10. Still early in that game. UCF will come back. No doubt about it. Kentucky is coming off a narrow victory over Missouri last week, winning 15-14. Where they were catching 7.5 as a road dog last week. Road dog outright winner by 1. Georgia has been holding teams to just 306 yards per game and limiting teams to scoring just 16.4 points per game. The Kentucky defense is even more impressive so far, limiting teams to just 295 yards of total offense and only 13 points per game being scored. All right, guys. Not one team has put up more than 20 points in a game against Kentucky this season. Georgia going to change that. Battle of the best SEC defenses. Georgia averaging 38.6 points per game. Kentucky averaging 25.6. Georgia has been allowing 16.4 points per game. Kentucky has been giving up just 13. Georgia has been averaging 236 yards of offense a game. In the air, 222 on the ground. Kentucky's been averaging 148 in the air, 214 on the ground. The Georgia defense has been giving up 166 in the air, 214 on the ground. But here's the amazing numbers. Kentucky been giving up only 187 in the air and 108 on the ground. Now, a lean for this game as of right now. The under 44. But I do like Georgia on this game. I'm not sure I like them -9. We'll see where that line goes between now and Saturday morning. Just 2 days away. Day and a half away, actually. When the general public gets off of work tomorrow, they'll start betting these games tomorrow night and early Friday morning. So we'll see where the line goes on this game. If I decide to play on Georgia, you guys will know it first thing in the morning. So under 44 is a small lean. Ohio blowout, blowing out Western Michigan. Hopefully for us, the Celtics free play and the Oakland Raiders premium play, who's leading 3-0 right now, come back for nice victories for everybody, and we have a nice free winning day for everybody. Normally we run about 2 hours. Today we're into it for 1 hour and 40 minutes. Those are the games we're going to be breaking down today, guys. Make sure you guys tune in live Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, where we break down college football, get you guys on more free plays, more leans, and all the information you need to know to be a more successful sports bettor this coming Saturday. 49ers moving the ball on the ground. We knew they'd be able to run the ball. Oakland's just going to have to stop them. The run game's going to be huge for the 49ers today, especially with third-string quarterback Nick Mullins. Dominic, my pick, it's a small lean on the under 44 as of right now. Under 44. Talk to me Saturday for a nice big play on that game. All right, guys, do us a favor on your way out. Do us a favor, hit the thumbs up, give a like in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work that we do to put in. Because we certainly do. Also, later tonight, there'll be another free play video for Friday's free play. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you everybody for all the subscribing. Never bet the house on our free plays. Unless it's a premium play. Unless we give you a premium play, don't be betting the house on it. Our free plays generally are our smallest games. There's the link to my Twitter. 49ers just got on the board with a touchdown. Mullins just got his first career passing touchdown. Congrats to that kid. Now it's time to get beat by the Raiders. All right, guys. I've got a nice dinner reservation with my wife at our favorite steakhouse in Caesar's Palace. We're childless tonight, so I'm going to go enjoy a nice steak and lobster dinner. You know, I got to feed the fat belly. Services like to talk about how I'm fat and overweight. Okay. I'm going to go eat my steak and lobster tonight. And have a couple cocktails. And then I'm going to eat a creme brulee. Maybe a cheesecake. I might eat the whole thing. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for making it a blast. Saturday's show is going to be even better, so make sure you guys tune in Saturday. All right, guys. We'll have no interruptions on the TV because there won't be any games going when we go live at 9 a.m. Eastern. All right, guys. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button on your way out. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you're notified each and every single time we go live. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.